Video assignment, layer 4 syllabication. Number 1, first I'll underline and label the first two vowels. Next, I will draw a bridge to connect the vowels and label the consonant on the bridge. I have a VCV pattern. So my first choice is to divide after the E, between the E and the S, with a dotted line. Next, I will identify the syllable types. SEE is an open syllable, and SAW is a digraph. I will now read the syllables. See-saw, seesaw. That's a real word. Number 2. First, I'll underline and label the first two vowels. Next, I will draw a bridge to connect the vowels, and then label the consonants on the bridge. And I will draw a line between the two consonants. Next, I will look for a vowel and I notice that I have a magic E because there is only one consonant between the A and the E. I will draw a bridge between the two vowels and label the consonants. I notice there are 3 consonants on the bridge and only 2 are allowed. So I notice also that the blend TR is up there. I'll put those 2 together and I'll divide between the N and the T. Put a nice long line. Next, I will identify the syllable types. CON is closed, CEN is closed, and TRATE is a magic E. So I will draw an arrow pointing to the A and label it magic E. Next, I will read the syllables. Concentrate, concentrate, that's a real word. Number 3, I'll underline and label the first 2 vowels. Next, I'll draw a bridge to connect the vowels. And label the consonant on the bridge. I notice I have a VCV pattern. So I will be putting a dotted line between the O and the F as my first choice. Next, I will identify the syllable types. PRO is open, and FOUND is a digraph syllable. I will now read the syllables. Profound. Number 4, I'll underline and label the first 2 vowels. Draw a bridge to connect the vowels. I notice I have a vowel consonant vowel pattern. So I'm going to draw a line between the A and the J, a dotted line. I'm going to look for another vowel. I will underline and label it and draw a bridge to connect the 2 vowels. Label the consonants on the bridge. I have 2 consonants. I will draw a line between the S and the T. I will now label my syllable types. MA is open. JES is closed, TIC is closed. I will now read the syllables. Majestic. Well, that didn't work. So I'm going to try a closed syllable now. I'm going to move the division line to between the J and the E, and I will reread the syllable, majestic, majestic. It still doesn't seem right, and so I'm going to try that funny schwa sound. And I'm going to divide it between the A and the J, because most of the time the schwa is divided that way. And I will pronounce it majestic. Majestic. That's a real word. That worked. Number 5. I'll underline and label the first 2 vowels. Draw a bridge to connect the 2 vowels. Label the consonant on the bridge. This is a VCV pattern, so I'm going to draw a dotted line between the Y and the L. I'm going to look for my next vowel. I'm going to draw a bridge to connect those 2 vowels and label the consonants on the bridge. I have 2 of them, and I'm going to draw a line between the N and the D. I will now identify the syllable types. CY is an open syllable, LIN is closed, DER is bossy R. I will now read the syllables. Cylinder. No, that doesn't seem to work, so I'm going to go with my second choice when you have a VCV pattern, and I'm going to divide the word between the L and the I, and I'm going to reread the syllables. Cylinder, cylinder. Well, that's a word. That worked. On to number 6, and I notice right off that I have a suffix at the end, so I'm going to circle that, and I also have a consonant LE, and that leaves me with just 1 syllable, and that's a closed syllable. And now I'm going to read the syllables. Gentleness. Gentleness. Great word, and a great word to end on. This ends my video assignment.